I can't help but circle back through my bloodline from a long line of linear liner notes lying on record, like circling sharks injected into the gravitational center of my universe. They bloodthirsty, thirsting for the potent sea and the emergent sea right here in the sea of our blood, spilled like they drool pools into tide pools, and they think they sure, but tides pull lids over eyes, fool, and it's high tide. They gain the weight that will make them see the gravity of this situation.
What if we are meant to be the immune system of a planet, regenerating its will towards life, and every action, every word spoken, every gift we pull from our chest, every gesture we offer has the potential to tilt the scales of justice in the waters of remembrance, when all we have is what we carry, an agreement we made before we came to weave with the threads of our destiny, a dream worth passing on.
40,000 years ago, under a sky full of stars, in the blackness in between them, we found the dream time.
3.5 million sunsets and sunrises ago, I distilled starlight through the pyramids, waking to this world full of blurry memories of an incomprehensible yet familiar dreamer.
9.5 million moons ago, at the foot of the crocodile tree, I awoke sleepwalking to discover I myself was a dream.
A quadrillion
breaths ago,
a quintillion
blinks from now,
a sextillion
sensations
all at once
in the infinite ever.
I bring down the heavens, singing of justice, peace, and freedom.
I splash my face
in the celestial womb waters
of the Nomo Anagono,
and I awake
under a sky full of branches,
in the light in between them,
sprouting from the roots of a tree.
These days, I can't stop thinking about soil. Fertile, black, midwife of creation, ancient earth womb birthing all our relations, now treated like dirt. Her flowering body objectified and exploited, only valued for her monetary worth.
Soil soaked in greed. Strange fruit from disfigured trees. Artificial intelligence genetically modifying a progeny of suicide seeds that will never feed a farmer's future.
These days, I can't stop thinking about migration.
Men in stolen seats of power
who have forgotten their own stories of displacement.
Now scrape borders across a people's right to exist.
Nightmares scribed for undocumented kids with the poisonous ink in their pens. Muslim bans like barrels aimed at my family's kin. It's as if they think migration as some kind of sin.
But we know
migration is ancient as seeds in the wind. And the planet doesn't need a passport to spin. She travels freely in orbit across the Milky Way's skin.
These days, I can't stop thinking about fire. That primordial spark that gathers us round light. That mirror that mesmerizes the stars in our own nervous systems until we know we solar systems and alchemize this stolen breath. This instigated friction on rash, ravenous rampages of destruction, like antithesis to sacred fire, always burning, desperately yearning for what lives in the seeds of charred trees left in barren soil.
These days, I can't stop thinking about water. Translucent blue elixir in a 1,000 raging rivers whose big banks are baptized in cycles. Same waters that delivered my ancestors to safety. Once sovereign bodies of water, now held hostage in plastic. Lead poisoned in Flint, Michigan. Damned by man's unquenchable thirst for limitless growth. Capitalism is a golf course in the desert, forever screaming, "Water me, water me." Water is running with us desperately in the night, gathering on the front lines, singing for her life.
These days, I can't stop thinking about uncertainty, the swelling urgency
of an 11th hour when Mother Earth is undeniably speaking back,
twisting tornadoes with her tongue,
conjuring hurricanes with her hums,
drumming thunder of our fault line,
making rubble of our guns. And this raises flags.
Rainbow flags.
Earth flags.
Black Lives Matter flags.
That white flag flying, nosediving back into belonging on this flagless flagship Earth.
Begging this question for survival. Ancestors, what happened to make you turn and run for your lives for life itself?
And what inevitable death will bring us back to life? Life brings us back to death. The soul inside, the wound inside, the seed in every breath. Every organ,
every tree,
every waterway,
every legacy,
every muscle,
every glacier,
every desert,
every root,
every city,
every species,
every floor,
every roof,
every custom, every ritual, every syllable, every youth, every stone, every word, every cell, every tooth, every lie we believe to mislead us from the truth,
every truth,
every truth.
On this delicate, elegant, emerald blue planet spinning in constellation.
Paradox. It is a doorway to respect. Literally, the willingness to look again.
I am willing to look again.
I respect.
I cannot limit this ecosystem check.
Ecosystem check.
Fractured ego, don't pay me no more in debt.
There is no ego
without eco.
System respect. Keystone species, your cascades got us wet. Water us buried seeds until we rise up to be blessed by the infinite,
unlimited
scope of our
imagination,
nourished by
dream time,
watered by
our willingness
to midwife change through the laboring pains of a system's collapse. Each of us planted in the cracks
with persistence,
sowed by the force at the source
of existence.
The nature our ancestors nurtured, the reasons we said yes.
What if we are meant to be?
What if we are meant to be?
The immune system of a planet.
The immune system of a planet.
Regenerating its will towards life.
And every action,
every
word spoken,
every spoken word,
every gift we pull from our chest,
every gesture we offer
has the potential to tilt the scales of justice in the waters of remembrance when all we have is what we carry, an agreement we made before we came to weave with the threads of our destiny, a dream worth passing on.
Thank you.